Alright guys, today I'm really looking forward to bringing you guys this review on this Wheel Stand Pro that we have. For me personally, I'm using a Logitech G920 with it, and I'm really excited to bring this because I've been looking for a stand for a long time at this point because my desk is actually too thick to actually mount the Logitech G920 and probably most other racing wheels out there. So it hasn't been that great for me to be able to play with these wheels, and I needed something compact. Obviously, you guys have seen my room tour and you're going to see the newest version now here this month and next month, and I just don't have a lot of room to do a whole racing cockpit, but I still want the driving experience, basically, where you have the wheel mounted and the shifter and everything, and you want to be able to get that full racing experience, and I wanted something that was compact and easy to put together, and I could take out anytime I want to play without any hassle, and here came the Wheel Stand Pro. The Wheel Stand Pro is basically exactly what I was looking for. It is it's a compact solution to be able to race and mount your wheels on, and they have all different configurations out there. If you want to put a model for the shifter on the side to make it even more sturdy, or if you have different wheels besides the Logitech one I have, they support all these different wheels. But of course, it arrived today, and my first thing is this thing actually going to be good? Because yeah, it mounts on it, but if I rock the wheel back and forth, is it going to move on me when I'm hitting the pedals really hard? Is the stand going to keep moving? Is it really as easy to put together as it is? And is it actually solidly built? Well, those are all the questions we're going to answer in today's review. So let's go ahead and jump in.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech, going for a recce is the gaming tech, gaming techie is the gaming tech, gaming techie.
Alright guys, so here we are with the unboxing portion of the video. Let's go ahead and unbox this thing. I'm looking forward to diving into this and finally checking this out. I've been looking forward to this ever since the company contacted me. As somebody who has a Logitech wheel, it doesn't sit well on my desk. My desk is actually too thick for the Logitech wheel, so it moves around a lot on my desk, and it makes games a little bit harder to play because of that, because it moves around with the great feedback of the wheel. With force feedback, and moves a lot on my desk. So I'm looking forward to getting this out and seeing how this is, and see how much this improves my gaming experience with racing games. So let's go ahead and get to the unboxing portion of the video. Let's go ahead and open this up. Probably should have gotten some scissors here. Double box. Here we go. Alright. Got a box inside a box with a lot of supplies here. So it's definitely well packed. This is the RGS model that they sent me. Nice fancy box here with the art. I'll show you guys that here in a second. Alright, get this box out. So it comes with two boxes in the box. Here is the actual wheel stand. So you guys can see that in the picture. It's called the Wheel Stand Pro for the Logitech Compact Stable Stand for your racing wheel. So why I'm excited about this one is because I've obviously ran out of room as far as storing big things in here, so I can't go full, racing cockpit in this room or anything like that. So this allows me to basically have the same feeling of a racing cockpit. I could have my chair, have this in front of it, have it all mounted, and then when I'm not using it, it actually compacts and folds all the way down. I could store it underneath the desk, and that's what I liked. And then also, besides that, we also have, does it say anything on it? I believe this is, it says RGS here on the corner in black in really small letters, but this is the RGS additional option that you could add on top of it, and we'll get into that later. So, put that to the side for now. Let's go ahead and get into the actual box. Let's see a good place to open this up. Here we go. Alright. There are some nice heavy materials in here, I'll tell you that right now. This thing weighs some. That is for sure. You can feel the weight of this thing. This thing feels nice. It feels really premium in your hand. It's also freezing outside here, and here where we are, and this metal thing is freezing right now when I'm touching it. Let's see, then we got a plate here. This is probably the plate because of me owning the Logitech 920 wheel. That's probably what that plate is for. Then we got some instructions that it comes with. And it gives you like a maintenance guide on how to take care of it for the future, and some pro tips on you know, some things that you could do with the wheel. So we'll take a look at that separately. And we got an Allen wrench in here, so they give you all the tools and everything. So even if you don't even have the simple tools that it requires, it even comes with an actual Allen wrench in here. Comes with all the screws in here, of course. There's your wrench. There's the Allen key that you know, these things usually come with. 2 of them actually. Small bag of screws. There's only like 5 screws in here with some nuts. We got 2 zip ties and a silver bracket. And that is everything that comes in this box. So not too much to actually put together here at all. And then we got the RGS model kit here on the corner, which is the upgrade. Like I said, this RGS model is optional. It makes it's basically for your shifter. Makes it even more sturdy on here. It's an additional piece that actually goes on here for your actual shifter that makes it even more sturdy. So you can see that here, that this is an additional piece that's going to actually attach to it. But you don't need this. You can actually attach it to the original wheel stand that it came with if you want to attach the shifter onto there. But this is their upgrade that you can even make it more secure and adds this additional thing on the side. So that's what that is. And then that comes with 2 ties, 2 zip ties. Some instructions here as well. And all their instructions here, I'll tell you that, you know, you can go to the Setup Guide on YouTube to actually get this set up. They even they told me that, and it even says it on the box as well, that their instructions are actually on YouTube, so you can easily follow it and put this together pretty easily. The videos don't look that long. They're like 4 minutes long. We're actually going to do that right now. I'm going to set this up, mount everything, and then we'll go back and start showing some gameplay on this thing. So let me go ahead and put this together here for you guys, and let's get to it. Alright guys, so this is basically set up. We got this all mounted. We got the wheels on it now. We got the wheel and the pedals all mounted and ready to go. The wires are still dangling. I'm going to do the wire management at the end. The video I just watched was the first tutorial part of this, which is how to mount this and this. How to mount them on properly. Really simple. You know, like 2 screws to put these on. Just watch the video to make sure that you mount the pedals on correctly so it doesn't slide around. But it's simple to follow. Like I said, it's only a 4.5 minute video. You put these together, they even show you how to wire, like how to manage these correctly if you want to follow their wiring guide. And then this plate that came extra here, like I said, is if you want to mount this on the side for your actual pedal, you can mount this here like this on either side, on that side or the other side for the actual pedal. Or sorry, for the actual shifter. We're not going to need this. I'm going to put this to the side, but keep in mind that the first kit, even if you don't get the RGS model, you could just use this. It comes with the original kit. You put this on the side, you can mount it, and then get the shifter on there that way. And that's what the additional screws are for. So you can put that on if you want. But since we have the RGS model, we are now going to skip to that video on how to mount this on real quick, and then we'll be right back. Alright guys, so that's it. This is all built. We got the shifter on here with the RGS model here on the side. We got the wheel here hooked on. We got the pedals hooked on. Everything is hooked up. The last thing we got to do is do some wire management. That's the last thing we're going to do. And let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, so everything is good to go. This is the USB cable, and this is the power cable that goes to the front, which is nice. And that should be it. So let's go ahead and plug this into the computer. Let's play some games on this and see what it's like. Alright guys, so we're going to start this off with some NASCAR Heat 4. Let's do some gameplay with NASCAR here. This is my first time. I only played with the wheel for like 10 minutes before I started this gameplay clip, because I wanted you guys to get a fresh take on what I thought of it, and I didn't want to do a lot of recording beforehand, or a lot of trying it before you guys saw me try it for the first time. So, FYI, I'm not really that good with the shifter. I've never even drove a manual car before, so this is going to be probably pretty bad. And also, I'm getting used to the wheel still, so I'm getting used to a lot of things with this, but this is... from what I've seen so far, really impressive stuff as far as this stand goes. Like, this stand has, for the last 20 minutes or so that I've been playing, hasn't actually moved at all. No matter how hard I hit the actual pedals there, and how I hit the shifter, it all works beautifully. And this wheel, this Logitech wheel, is also performing up to the task. I heard a lot of good things about the wheel, and that's performing really well. So let's see how this goes. Alright, but if you don't shift a lot, you accidentally put it into neutral instead of fourth gear. Some nice feedback on the wheel. Wheel has some nice feedback with this game. I've only started playing this NASCAR racing game a little while ago. This is NASCAR Heat 4, like I said. So, still getting used to this game. And apparently this car I'm driving only has 4 gears. Because it is not going above 186. I don't know, 186 right now. Oh, it's getting there, actually. Maybe it will. Maybe it just takes a while. This is a NASCAR game, of course, not a supercar race. Final lap here. Let's see how much I can push ahead. We're going 188. Really want to get around these cars. Probably not what you're supposed to be doing in NASCAR, is to take cars out like you're playing Need for Speed, but screw it. It's not bad, third place. For my first time using the wheel. I mean, NASCAR's pretty easy as far as shifting goes because you don't have to shift that much. Once you get to that gear, it's pretty easy to continue going there. Third place, 86. Not bad at all. So that's a little bit of the NASCAR. Let's go ahead and switch gears here. Let's go ahead and play some Wreckfest. So far, guys, I'm really, really impressed with the stand. Like, this literally is built like a tank. Like, it hasn't moved. Shifter hasn't moved. Wheel hasn't moved. The pedals haven't moved. Like, I'm going to be playing racing games like this with this stand forever. And the fact that it's compact and just folds up really easily is even better. And I'll show you guys a clip of that here once we're done racing on how easy it is to fold. But, it's just really a really well built stand. It's literally built like a tank. And as somebody who's never played racing games before with a wheel, this being my first experience at home besides in arcades and stuff, this is gonna be what I'm gonna be doing going forward as far as playing racing games. It's gonna take some time to get used to the actual wheel. All right, here we go. Do this. Oh boy. This game is definitely a little harder to control than the NASCAR for sure, especially with a million cars in front of you. Seems like it takes a little bit more turning on the wheel than NASCAR did. This game will definitely take me some getting used to, but it still controls well with the wheel. It's just different than the last game I played. This guy trying to nail me off the road or something. Not sure what he was actually doing. Oh, we got a crash. It's my chance to catch up. A little bit, anyway. This is still fun to play with the wheel. Like I said, it's just very different than using a controller that I've been using for years. But this is a hell of a lot of a good time. Somebody's really ahead of us. Probably should be downshifting right now when I'm going slower, but let's not complicate things more than things already are, considering how bad I'm already doing. And I just lost 2 places there at the end. 23 out of 24. Well, that couldn't be any worse. That definitely could not be any worse than what that was. But fun regardless. So that's a little bit of Wreckfest there. Let's go ahead and try some Forza 4. The king of racing games on PC when it comes to wheels. Alright guys, here we are with Forza 4. So we're going to check this out. I'm going to hop into a race here so we can see how I do. Yeah, this ain't going well. Like I said, this is going to take some getting used to for somebody who hasn't used this before. But still fun. Just hard. Taking everything off the street here. I love the force feedback on this wheel. Like when you're making tight turns, and when you hit the grass and stuff in this game, it really lets you know. And you hit a wall like I just did, really lets you know with this wheel how hard it is to get back on track. And it's just so much fun. Nothing like what Rumble can do in a controller. This is on a whole nother level. Oh, so there's Forza. That was as bad as it could be. Even though I did better, it was just that first lap that I really messed up on, because you can see the best lap for those people isn't that far off from my best lap. But my worst lap was worse than all of theirs, and that's what the problem was. But I'm sure if I play this a few times, I could do this. But yeah, that is the racing wheel, guys. As far as how it's set up, let's cut back to the actual stand here. I want to show you guys how this actually folds up before we get into my review. So let's go ahead and show you guys how this folds. Alright guys, I just wanted to show you how to fold this real quick. If you wanted to put it away for storage, like I'm done for the night. Basically take this thing. There's two clamps here at the bottom. You open them both up for both sides. It both folds forward. And that's it. That's folded. There's actually another way to fold it if you want to, if you don't want the wheel to hang on the pedal. I don't feel like doing it because it's heavy to flip it around, but know that you can actually take this and take this wheel and the other one and fold it backwards so the wheel is actually behind the unit itself. So you can fold it the other way around, that way it's not sitting on the pedal. But either way it works. There's no damage that you're doing to the pedals or anything like the company said. So this is just easier, you just fold it forward. This one you have to fold it. If you were to do it the other way, that basically means you're going to fold it backwards. So you're going to fold this way, all the way around like in a 360 loop, and then the wheel hangs on the other side. So for me, this is easy enough. Kind of just pull this forward just like that. You put this down, and you're good to, and then you're good to go. So that's how you fold it. Alright guys, so that was some gameplay of me using the Wheel Stand Pro with the Logitech 920. Now this wheel is the wheel is fantastic, but the stand is what took it to me for another level. Now, I had the wheel before for about a week, and I was trying to clamp it on my desk, and as I mentioned, it wouldn't actually clamp on the desk because my desk is actually too thick for the clamp to actually sit on it. I tried to bolt it down and stuff like that, but you know, that thing has a lot of feedback, and in a good way. The feedback is freaking awesome on the wheel, but I had no way to play the game. Every time I would turn the wheel or anything like that, obviously it would move all over my desk. So if it wasn't for this stand from Wheel Stand Pro, I wouldn't be able to play with this wheel at all because my desk is too thick, and I'm not going to go out there and replace my desk. So I'd be screwed. I wouldn't be able to play with this wheel at all. And with my setup here in the game room, if I wanted to use it on the Xbox One, which the wheel's Xbox One and PC, I wouldn't be able to play on the Xbox One either because where am I going to mount this thing to? I don't have a table that I play on. I literally have the TV in the air, and you guys know I got the seats there that I have with the yoga booth, so I wouldn't be able to play that way either, so I'd be totally out of the loop there. But thanks to Wheel Stand Pro, my problems are solved. Like, I use the Wheel Stand Pro. It literally, throughout the gameplay you guys saw in the hour that I played after that and a little bit before that wasn't recorded, the wheel stand didn't move. The shifter never moved. The wheel was perfect no matter how rigid I was turning and stuff like that. And it took racing to a whole new level. Like I said, I had the wheel before, but I couldn't get. I knew that it was going to be fun to use the wheel, but I couldn't get the sense of actually having fun with it because, like I said, it was moving all over my table, or my desk, so it was like not anywhere near as fun. When I got this hooked up on the Wheel Stand Pro, man, it changed racing for me. I'm never going to play without this wheel ever again, and the stand put together. Now when I play Forza on PC, whether on Xbox or whatever the case may be, I'll be using my Logitech G920, for good with this wheel stand because racing games are just so much fun. Now, granted, as you guys saw, I still suck at using the wheel. That's going to take a long time to get used to. I heard people still have a really hard time getting used to wheels, and just practicing and getting better at it. But I'm going to put in the time to play that way. Even if I end up being mediocre for the rest of my life at playing racing games as opposed to playing with a controller, I'm still going to choose the racing wheel because it is just the fun factor of using the shifter and using the wheel overcomes you not being as good at the game as you would with a controller. Because I don't think I'll ever reach the point where I'm as good on a wheel as I am with a controller. I've been using a controller since I was like 8. But that's totally fine, and I'm okay with that because it's just so much fun. It doesn't even matter to me. Sure, when I play online and I'm trying to be competitive, maybe I won't use the wheel for a long time until I get really good with it, and I'll go back to the controller for those times. But that's far and few between. When I'm playing story mode, I'm playing by myself or just racing around. And when I show people racing games when they come over, they're going to be excited to see that setup on the stand. I can't wait to show people when they come over, they're going to get a hit off of playing with that racing wheel in the stands. And you guys saw, it was really easy to put together. I went through and I unboxed it for you guys, and then I showed you guys a quick time lapse on me setting it up and stuff like that. It was a 4-minute video to put the stand and the pedals on, and then a 6-minute video to put the actual shifter on the right hand side. And you can put it on the left hand side if you want to, depending on if you're a different country and you're not from the US and you use it on the left hand side. You could do that as well. And it was really easy to put on. And like I said, this was the RGS model, so it is like the full entire bracket like you saw that makes it even more sturdy than usual. The RGS model does go for about $100 more, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And when you put that on there, it really does add the sturdiness to it. Like, it's really rock solid, just like the wheel is now. That thing doesn't move at all. If you don't buy that, though, there's still that solution that comes, which I showed you in the unboxing, the little plastic plate that you can actually just put on the side of the wheel, and then the shifter just goes right on the side of the wheel. You can also mount it left or right. Still so perfectly feasible. It works really well. It's not as sturdy, of course, as the RGS model is, hence why they came out with it. But it's not like you can't use a shifter that way. It's not like you're going to, it's going to fall off or anything. It's still usable for you regardless. So if you don't want to spend the money all at once, get that, play with it, get used to it, and then you can get the RGS model afterwards if you want. But if you want to go all in like I did, guys, this is something you guys don't want to miss. This is an outstanding racing wheel stand, and they make it for every single model. If you don't have the Logitech 920, no problem. They make different adapters for every single wheel out there that you can use with this thing. And like I said, it's built like a tank. It's heavy as hell to move around. When I try to pick this up, it's all metal encasing and everything. It feels fantastic. And it took my racing games to a whole new level thanks to them. And now I'm able to enjoy racing games the way that they were intended. So I'm really happy that I found this racing wheel stand, and I was happy to play all the games with it. And I think that's it. Guys, if you guys are looking for a racing wheel stand that doesn't take a lot of room and that is fantastic in construction and easy to put together, I think this is one you guys are going to want to check out. The link is down below if you guys want to check out their website to order one for yourself. And if you guys have any questions, of course, about anything you guys saw here today about the racing wheel stand or anything you guys want to ask, as always, leave those questions down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.
UrGamingTechie is the gaming tech. UrGamingTechie, gaming tech. Eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. UrGamingTechie is the gaming tech. UrGamingTechie.